Have you ever asked yourself what really happens to your files once they leave SharePoint? Because let's be honest, you lose control. So this is a very typical scenario where a user that has access to a site download a document and share this document with other user that they don't have access to. Now this time is over because you can have, with this new capability that Microsoft is rolling out, you can secure your file even after the download. So permission follow the files. If I have this enabled on a SharePoint site, I can download the file and I can share this file with other people that they are not listed as a member or visitors of the site, but they are not able to open the file because the file is protected. So let me show you how this new feature works. Let's get started. Here I have a SharePoint site open. This is a communication site called Name It Global HR. So what I can see here is this column sensitivity, and this is the sensitivity label applied. I used the new capability to apply this sensitivity label in bulk to all documents stored here in this document library. Now let me open another caveat that we have here called Project Drone X. This is a SharePoint site behind a team in Microsoft Teams. Name it Project Drone X. So we have a bunch of documents here in this document library in this channel called Plan. So let me now show the important column here, which is sensitivity. Now, as you can see, there are no sensitivity applied to any of these documents. So what I can do in all those cases, which is pretty common, is that I can apply a specific sensitivity label to the all existing documents stored in the document library. So this is a huge capability and feature, even in the scenario where you have migrated documents in SharePoint, or maybe when you come from SharePoint on-prem to SharePoint Online and you need to apply in bulk a sensitivity label. This is the very first benefit with this new capability. So what I'm going to do now is going on the wheel icon, library settings, and now I can see this new capability here, which could be applied to any Office documents. So that means PowerPoint, Excel, Word, moreover, PDF file as well, which is huge. Now, what I'm going to do here in the drop down is select and choose a sensitivity label. I have several options here: confidential, highly confidential, or top secret. So in the previous one I applied top secret, but before to do this, I have also this other option. So these are normal sensitivity labels. There's no encryption there. Okay, that's the reason why this one is not selectable, because this one, it has encryption. So in this specific case, it is exactly what I want. So I want to have protection for these files, extend protection on an encrypted file when they are downloaded, copied, or moved. This is the case. So I want to protect this file because they are absolutely critical and important for the organization. When you don't have this case, you can then apply a simple sensitivity label without encryption. But the case that I mentioned is the one I want to encrypt these files. I want to have high security possible here. So let's select top secret, and now let's click on save. Now this is gonna take just some time. Let me jump on plan, and I can see that now the sensitivity label is automatically applied to every file stored here. And now let me jump on another document library that I have here with the same scenario. I applied in bulk the sensitivity label top secret. So let me double check here the permission. I have Diego Siciliani as a reader. I am the owner of this SharePoint site. I will now download this PowerPoint presentation. So let's do that. Let me place this on desktop. All right. So let me now open Outlook, and I'm going to send to Adele Vance this PowerPoint presentation, which is marked as top secret. All right, so let's go now on my desktop, and let me drag and drop this presentation. I'm going to attach this to the email as a file and not as a OneDrive link. Okay, let's move now and let me send this email. So now let's jump on the other environment, and here I am connected as Adele Vance, as you can see, and Adele has no access to the site. Let's double check this together. So this is the document library, the SharePoint site HR. So I'm going now to open another tab. The email is just landed. And here I'm going to paste this URL just to double check with you that Adele has no access here, and the document library is empty. If I'm going to reach the homepage, of course, Adele Vance needs to get access to it. All right, now I am here. I have the email. I'm going to save this file locally. Let me download this file. You can see from the email that this is marked as top secret. So let me now open the folder, the Windows Explorer. This is the PowerPoint presentation. And now I'm going to try to open this PowerPoint. And there you go. This is the message that you get because Adele is not part and member of the SharePoint site Global HR shared documents. You are not signed in to Office with an account that has permission to open this presentation. Even if I try to re-add the credential of Adele, this will fail. Let's do this together. All right, this is the account of Adele Vance, which is already signed into Windows as well, so it's going to reuse the same password used by this account. Now let's see the final result. And again, I have this message because Adele has no rights to the SharePoint site. So as you can see, the PowerPoint presentation in this case follow the permission of the site with this new capability. Now let me close PowerPoint and let's go back to the previous environment. So we are again back on the Global HR communication site, and I will also open the library setting that just to show you that what I've done before. So extend protection on unencrypted files and then top secret. So now I'm going to click on site access and I will add Adele Vance to the site. So let's do that. Read message. All right. So now Adele Vance has read access to this SharePoint site. Moment of truth. Let's jump again back on the Adele Vance environment. Let's open the Windows Explorer again. Here I have the downloaded version that I have saved from my email. And now I'm going to try to reopen again this PowerPoint presentation. Now something different is happening. So the content is downloaded, and as you can see, has a wow effect. Demo gods are with me. I'm able to see the presentation now because I changed the permission of the site, and the file is able to retrieve this information that now Adele is reader to the SharePoint site, and of course can open and read the content stored in the site. In this case, the PowerPoint presentation. So this is Very, very cool. Moreover, and additionally, what I can do with this PowerPoint presentation or any other file stored here using this sensitivity label is specifying also specific permission on the file. So going on change permission, for example, I can even say who can display the content or edit the content. I can even add owners to the file if I want to narrow to the specific file permission as well. How you can turn on this feature? These are the official Microsoft documentation for this new capability. Let me scroll down. There is a part related to PowerShell, and there you go. To turn on this feature, you have to run this command using the SharePoint commandlet, the management shell. So you can run set SPO tenant. This will be enabled tenant wide. So for every SharePoint site, you can have this scenario. In case you are running on Microsoft 365 multi-geo, you have to repeat step 1 and 2 for every geo environment that you have. And after that you enable this, you are going to see this new functionality and capability. So you are going to be able to apply a sensitivity label which has encryption, and this will be applied in bulk to every file stored in the document library. Now, if you are also interested to see the configuration of the sensitivity label, in my case that I apply to this, we can jump on Purview. This is the place where you can set up sensitivity labels for your environment. Get started. Okay, now let's see here down below. There is information protection and sensitivity labels. So there is the one named top secret, this one. So let me open this in edit mode so I can show you every configuration for this sensitivity label. So this is very simple, color, name, and this is the first page of the setup. Let's jump on next. I configured this sensitivity label to be applied possibly for files, emails, meetings, group, and sites. Control access, control who can access and view labeled items, apply content marking if you want. You can also apply product teams, meetings, and chats. In my case, I disabled and unchecked this. Then access control, configure access control settings. In Outlook, enforce one of the following restriction, encrypt only. In Word, PowerPoint, Excel, prompt user to specify permissions. Use dynamic watermarking. You can even apply a double key encryption if you want. And in the content marking, I say that I wanted to have the top secret watermark applied as a header footer. I didn't want to have the auto labeling. And to the group and sites part, I turned on privacy and external user access, external sharing and conditional access on, and private teams discoverability and share channel settings. Auto apply settings, none, and that's it. This is the configuration applied for the group and sites part. Now, for the privacy, I have private, control external sharing from labeled SharePoint sites, only people in your organization, so I'm not able to share this content with external users. This is available team discoverability and share channel controls, internal only, and that's it. That was the configuration of my sensitivity label. And this is how you can cover the scenario that I showed you before. Let me know what are your thoughts and add your feedback in the comment. If you want to see more video like this one, please write Purview. I will follow up with more videos. I'm very curious, so let me know what do you think about this new capability. There's something that is still missing, or this is a very great, huge addition. All right, I hope to see you next time. Bye.